So let's keep in mind what CNN is. CNN, in recent years, first of all, they're not a news network. They're just not. CNN has at times placed people in front of green screens to make it seem like they were in a place that they're not in. CNN had to fire 3 different people over a Russiagate story where they just reported something without any type of journalistic process whatsoever. And that's something CNN constantly does. If something really fits their narrative, they will publish something without any due process. And then if they have to retract it later, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Jeff Zucker himself has admitted that CNN's priority is not news and journalism. Their priority is ratings and keeping the shareholders happy. Here where I live in Los Angeles, CNN is just seen as another network to pitch something. It's not considered a news network because it isn't. It's just a network where you're like, oh, I have this docuseries idea. Let me try CNN. That's what CNN is. It's not a news network. And that wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have a media structure where they're considered a news network. We have 3 networks as far as news and information is concerned. 3 big ones with power anyway. CNN, which is just not a news network at all. MSNBC and Fox News, which are also not news networks, but for different reasons. They're just hyper-partisan punditry for one corporate-approved side or the other. Fox News for the corporate right, MSNBC for the corporate left. And it just serves as catnip whether you like the president or not. But that's the role CNN has in those 3. They're just not news at all. And if something fits the narrative that is approved by their owners, which is the donor class, they'll just publish whatever. Why do I bring that up? Well, because here's something that they published today. Bernie Sanders told Elizabeth Warren in a private 2018 meeting that a woman can't win, sources say. So this was a private meeting, and according to some sources, Bernie Sanders said this to Elizabeth Warren. So the 2 agreed that if they ultimately face each other as presidential candidates, they would remain civil and avoid attacking one another. Sanders responded, this is according to the article here, Sanders responded that he did not believe a woman could win. Sanders denied the characterization of the meeting in a statement to CNN. It is ludicrous to believe that the same meeting where Elizabeth Warren told me she was going to run for president, I would tell her that a woman couldn't win. It's sad that 3 weeks before the Iowa caucus and a year after that private conversation, staff who weren't in the room are lying about what happened. What I did say that night was that Donald Trump is a sexist, a racist, and a liar who would weaponize whatever he could. Do I believe a woman can win in 2020? Of course. After all, Hillary Clinton beat Donald Trump by 3 million votes in 2016. That's what Bernie Sanders said in response to this. What did Warren say or her campaign? Well, they declined to comment. They don't want to say anything about this. Why? Because they want it to spread. And they're getting their wish. Check this out. So this was published several hours ago by CNN. Now, there will be more that unfolds to this as of the recording of this. In fact, there's a good chance when you're watching this video, more information is already available. So keep in mind when this video is taken. It is 5 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. That's what I'm coming at you right now. So if you're watching this clip later, chances are more information has already come to the surface. But it's important to note the timestamps here. It's important to note how this is unfolding in real time. And even if more is unfolded, which we'll be covering this more on the show tomorrow, it's important to note what has happened so far. So far, CNN has published a piece with just a bunch of random anonymous sources. Last time they did something like that, people got fired over it because it was just such journalistic negligence that it wasn't even funny. But that's what CNN has done so far. Who has made a statement? Well, Bernie Sanders has made a statement completely denying it. And Liz Warren won't comment. So why wouldn't Liz Warren comment one way or another? Why wouldn't she say either, yes, Bernie, that is what you said. If that's the truth, why wouldn't Liz Warren say so? Why wouldn't Liz Warren say, gee, Bernie, you did say that. And I can't defend you. I'm sorry this got leaked. It was a private conversation, but I'm not going to lie about what happened. You did say that. Why wouldn't she have said that? If it was true, if Bernie Sanders said that, why wouldn't Liz Warren say that right away when asked for comment. Maybe her silence is indicating that it's not true. Because with her silence, what is she doing? Well, she's buying some time to get this infiltrated to the news cycle so that it sticks. And here's something that just happened. So this was published by CNN. Let's see the time here, according to the article. So this was published a couple hours ago. It was at 1 p.m., around 1:15 approximately Eastern time. It's now 5, a little after 5 Eastern time. Here's something Business Insider just published a few moments ago, 1 hour ago. So that was about 4 hours ago, 1 hour ago, Business Insider did this. Bernie Sanders told Elizabeth Warren during a private meeting that a woman can't win the presidency. That's the headline. They hope you don't read past that. That's the headline. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont told Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts that he didn't believe a woman could win the 2020 election. There's the sentence, according to multiple media reports. What are those multiple media reports based off of? A couple random people, a couple unknown anonymous sources who weren't in the room. CNN published it. They published it anyway. My cat is in her litter box taking a shit right now, which is appropriate when we're talking about what CNN did. My cat's shit that's coming out of her asshole right now has more journalistic integrity than CNN did when they published this piece, and more than CNN has in general. So that is poetically appropriate. You know, I do believe that cats are smarter than we realize. How smart, I don't know, but maybe really freaking smart, because maybe it's poetic that Lucy knows she can't speak, but she's like, I'll give my input by dropping a turd in my litter box right now. That's what I think of what they're doing. But so Liz Warren and her campaign, they know this is how the media works. They know that, well, if we don't say anything, maybe it'll spread. And maybe when we do say something and say, oh, Bernie didn't actually say that, well, it'll be too late. It already stuck. This is very telling. And that's why I'm saying this now, because even if she comes out and makes a statement one way or another, first of all, if she says, well, he said it, it's like, why didn't you say that right away? If he said it, why didn't you say that right away? Why didn't you refute what he said right away? Why did you wait? And if she says, oh, Bernie didn't say that, too little, too late, Liz. We know what you did. We know what you and your campaign did. We're not that stupid. We're not that stupid. So this tells you, see, Lucy still has a lot to say. She's like, did you mention my turd? Yes, I did. This is telling. This is what Liz Warren is. This is, see, she has a lot of strong feelings about this. I would share this video, but he talks to his cat. I just can't stand watching somebody have joy with their pet. It bothers me. It bothers me. My blood is vinegar. But anyway, here, my arm. There we go. Perfect. Win-win. So there you go. And we're going to watch this unfold. There's going to be more that happens. But it's important to note the rhetorical event in real time. This is what happened so far. CNN published something with anonymous random sources who weren't in the room, just saying, oh, we think this happened in a private conversation. CNN publishes it pretty much uncritically. Bernie Sanders says that's not true. Liz Warren says nothing, so that it spreads throughout the media. And they hope you don't read past the headline. I guarantee you, Business Insider is really hoping you don't read past the headline. And you know who else is hoping you don't read past the headline? Liz Warren and her campaign.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and